Hello guys, welcome back again for another dose of clues, cues and reviews. It's the second video of tonight. Unfortunately, it's probably the only one I'm going to be able to squeeze in. This one is dedicated to the 7 deadly sins. Before getting into the excitement of that, I still have to do a Blue Exorcist episode 2 review, so please look out for that. That will be coming out tomorrow. I'll be late, but hopefully what this will do is I'll get back into the swing of things. I've got the Teen Wolf to do, as well as Promised Neverland and The Demon's Plan and Amalgam of Distortion. Amalgam of Distortion I'll probably do on Tuesday. Promised Neverland, whatever I can fit it in. Anyway, that out of the way. 7 Deadly Sins is back. It's been a while. I've missed it. It wasn't the same reading the side stories. I might do a review on that at some point, but the main story is back. Without further ado, let's get into this review. So, we're back. It's called The Cast of the Holy War. This is the name of the chapter, or thereabouts, depending on how you translate it. And it's quite an interesting chapter, and that's one thing I like about this story. It takes an interesting twist, and you see something that you don't expect. But I'll get into all of that. So, first off, the chapter starts off with Helbram trying to resuscitate and wake up King and Diana. Glushina basically says, look, you're not going to be able to do that while they're in this trial to see if the choice they made was the right one. And he's like, how can you see me? It's because she's a fairy as well, and it's a fairy magic type of thing. Now, meanwhile, in the actual trial, King and Diana are actually doing a good job against the Kamadios, I think his name is, the 10 Commandment. It looks like he's got one thing up his sleeve with his evil breath type of technique, but Meliodas comes to save the day, full counters it, and then they go all in. He even apologizes to him, saying, look, I'm sorry about all of this, but you know, does his thing, and they force him to retreat. That in itself was cool, because it shows you Meliodas at that stage was a lot cooler and a lot calmer than he is now, probably even more so than he was before he went through this transformation. So it's been probably a while since he's died, so what that probably means. So he's probably a cool cat. Anyway, so with that being said, there was also this big army of demons that were coming from the other direction, and Elizabeth's taking care of those, not with fighting but with words. What this basically tells you is her idea is peace and an end to the war, which makes sense in the grand scheme of things, because like a lot of things, you've got to look at all the different races. They work in equilibrium, and as long as they're at peace and life goes on, it's only when someone destroys that peace when all hell breaks loose. So with that being said, she basically said, look, everyone wants an end to the war, even the demons. And then we get interruption by some humans that basically say you're part of the stigma or stigmata of the light, which is essentially the alliance that's been formed by giants, fairies and goddesses, or gods. It's interesting because they don't mention demons as in Meliodas, so maybe humans aren't fully clued up on the Meliodas kind of revolting or turning his back on his kind. Now, with that being said, we do actually get to see the tower, and it happens to be in Fairyland, in the Fairy Forest, and it's this massive tower. And it's funny because King and Diana have no idea about it, but he's like, you're acting weird. So it's kind of cool. But the key thing that stood out was that choice situation. Before we go into what else happens, if you look at the choice situation, they've dealt with the initial threat. Why are they still there? And the end of the chapter really kind of links to that, because the main key thing wasn't about just the experience of the fight, but was to understand why Glushina and Dolor became demons. Of course, they may have been defeated, but there must have been something that said, okay, I'll become a demon. And I'm guessing this hints towards that and leads into the next chapter. So with that being said, they basically they go to the top of the tower. They see loads of angels, fairies, and they see a lot of giants, and they're like, oh yeah, this is a proper alliance and everything. And then we see an angel who's like kind of like the commander in a sense, or like one of the generals. Like, yeah, you've done a good job dealing with that 10 Commandment. But that person gets interrupted by an archangel. So there's the 4 archangels, and they use a completely different name. So, you know, from a Christianic or Islamic type of Judaic kind of background, if you look at that, you've got Michael or Mikael, Azuriel or Israfil, Raphael or Israfil, and Gabriel or Jibrail, and them are the known archangels, the famous ones, I guess. It's not one of those. So this is cool because it's like an original twist on something that we're kind of accustomed to in those that have that faith, or those that don't, because you learn it in school and, you know, RE and everything else. Anyway, so the guy's called RYODOSHEL. I'm probably not pronouncing his name or written it down correctly, but he basically says he has a plan. So naturally, Princess Elizabeth's saying, oh, so you found a way to make peace. No, he finds a way to exterminate them. And I was like, this is everything to do with that choice. Ultimately, this paints the gods or the goddesses in the negative light. So this is an interesting thing, because when you look at again, going back to religion, I like to do that when, you know, I've got a little bit of knowledge in there. I'm not the most learned in that area, but if you think about it, the 7 deadly sins from a Christianic look are the 7 sins which have 7 demons of hell, right? And the 10 commandments from Abrahamic religion are the 10 commandments, you know, thou shalt not kill, you know, thou shalt not do naughty things, that kind of thing. But in this story, they're the other way around. The 7 deadly sins are the good people, the 10 commandments are demons. And I like that twist. And again, we see that it's not the demons that started this big, big war. It was actually the gods. They found a way to get Meliodas on their side, whether it be love or a promise that Elizabeth will always come back. But ultimately, that's what led to all this happening. And I'm assuming this is next chapter, which is going to be his plan, is going to touch on the plan of exterminating everybody. And that's why I forget her name right now. The demon with the combo star ability. That's why she hates the angels or the goddess. So it's all going to come through, and it really paints them in the negative light. And I'm assuming, bearing in mind this is the 2nd arc, and it looks like we are getting towards the end of it, this next arc is probably going to be about the gods and goddesses. So I'm really looking forward to that. It's exciting. We have a bit of a battle. I'm happy it's back. I can't wait for more. And it's really gearing up towards to do something interesting. Plus, hopefully, 2nd season of 7 Deadly Sins. I will do a review on the 1st, all very in the near future. Look out for that. As always, thank you for watching. It's an early release. Some issues going on with manga stream. They're looking to find an early source. So if it comes out early, I will review it. Without further ado, thank you very much for watching my video. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I want to get to 100 subscribers so I can get to 1,000 as soon as possible. So I can start rebranding, I can start having a tailored URL. So all things to look forward to. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, all the good stuff, and I'll see you next time. Peace.